Most coaches and agencies don't actually know how to use YouTube as a lead gen source. That's why they don't upload on YouTube at all. Or they post random videos, get a few views here and there, and wonder why they're not attracting any leads. See, the problem is they're making content for attention, not conversion. Now, if you don't know me, my name is Hamso. I run a content agency called Ingu Media, where we help coaches and agencies book sales calls directly from YouTube. And in this video, I'm going to show you the exact strategy that works for generating leads from YouTube in 2026. So the first thing that we need to do here is to define our ICP. You need to understand that your ideal customer is looking for a specific solution to a specific problem, not some general solution. Just ask yourself, if you had a heart problem and you went to the doctor, you'd rather be treated by a cardiologist and not just a general doctor. So that's the same psychology you need to understand your ideal customer profile has. So you want to look at the pains, the desires, the fears, and motivators of your ICP, because these are the things that normally influence their buying decisions. So here what you need to keep in mind is that you need to be making content that is targeted to your ICP, not just some generic content. And the second thing that will help us get leads from YouTube is actually the content itself. So you need to keep in mind the type of content that you need to make. And in the context of business content, there are only 3 types of content that actually work well on YouTube. So you're looking at the action-based content, educational content, and social proof content. Now, you can also think of this as a content funnel. So what you're actually doing is that, first of all, you're creating awareness around whatever product or service you're offering, and that is what will trickle down to the sales. So you can think of this as a sales funnel. There are mainly 3 types of content which normally work well for YouTube. And the first one is the action-based content. These are basically the videos that take you through a step-by-step process of how to solve a particular problem. Let's say that you are in the Airbnb niche. You could make a video saying how to pitch landlords on Airbnb. It's action-based. It shows them how to get from one step to another. The second one is your educational content. This is normally the middle of the funnel content. What you normally do for this is that you make content that actually educates your ICP on the industry insights. It breaks false beliefs and introduces your unique methodology. Now, the purpose of this second one is actually to establish you as an authority in this space. When you make a video, let's say for example you are in the ad space and you make a video telling people why Andromeda has crashed a lot of ads in 2026, you're actually providing insight into the industry. It tells people of why this thing is this way in this industry. The second one is breaking false beliefs. So you can take a phenomena that people actually think it to be true right now that is actually not the case, and then you can prove that it's not the case. You're breaking a false belief. So for example, you can say why cold email is still the best way to book calls. Then we have the third one, which is to introduce your own unique methodology to something. Now this is powerful because you're actually educating them on something, but you're also introducing your own methodology to it. So you could have something like the exact strategy I use to close 90% of cold email deals. And the third one is the social proof content. This is where you actually show your results. So whether you have case studies or if you have any results at all, this is where you normally show them. Now this is powerful because if you demonstrate to your audience that you have done it for someone and it has worked, the audience sort of puts themselves in the shoes of that avatar and imagines that if you have done it for him, then it's possible that you can do it for me too. So this could be videos like client interviews or case study breakdowns. So you can just have interview between you and the client and you're asking him questions on how the process was, how much progress he has made, how much money he made out of that whole process, or you could just be breaking down the results you got for a particular client. The reason it's powerful is because you're actually showing people that you are capable of getting these results and you're actually doing it currently for other people. And by the way, if you want all this done for you, we handle everything from the ideation to uploading. So all you have to do is record for about 1 to 2 hours a week and we handle the rest. So if that's you, I will leave the first link in the description. Click that and book a call with me. Anyway, back to the video. And the third one is a call to action. After you have actually defined your ICP, you have gotten the exact type of videos that you want to make in mind. The next thing that you also need to consider is putting a call to action, because the main goal is to actually generate leads for whatever offer you have. And so it is very important that you always remember to put a call to action. So the best CTAs will always be just to ask them to book a call with you, okay? And you need to provide a link or a way that they can actually use to book a call with you. And there are actually 2 types of links. You can do a calendar link, where you actually link to your calendar so that your ICP can actually book a call with you directly, or you can link to your landing page. The goal of this is that they can actually come to your portfolio or landing page and see all your results, and they will be more convinced to book a call with you. Personally, I think the second one works better, the landing page, because once they step onto your landing page, they'll see more and more results and they'll be more reassured to book a call with you. But if you do not have a lot of social proof, I'd encourage you to go for the calendar link instead of just leaving it blank. It's not as effective as the landing page. What you don't want to do is to leave it blank, and therefore we'll have all those viewers, all those ICP that are interested just going to waste. As for the location of these links, I recommend that you put one in your bio. You could have a landing page link or a calendar link. Also put your website on there and one or two of your socials. You could have your Twitter profile and your Instagram. Also, you need to make sure that you put the links in your video description, especially the landing page or the calendar link. You don't need to put the other links like the socials inside your video description anymore because they are on the channel, but the landing page and the calendar link are more important, and you want to make sure you put them on top of a video description on every video. The other is just to mention the CTA in the video about twice. What you want to make sure is that you mention it at the 30% mark and at the end, okay? Because not everyone will stick around to the end, so that those who do not reach the end can at least get the CTA at the 30% mark. Finally, you just need to have the right mindset. You need to understand what actually matters and what doesn't. So the problem with YouTube is that most people think in terms of the entertainment kind of YouTube, where they're chasing the views, they're chasing the subscribers, and they're trying to go viral. But you need to understand, for business or in terms of getting leads, that doesn't really matter. What actually matters for businesses is actually you ranking in search, having a very good click-through rate, having a very good retention. These are actually good for actually getting you very good bookings and conversions into your calendar. But having a large view count and subscribers, that's not important. And these are the exact methods I use for myself and for my clients at Ingo Media. So it's not about views or subscribers or viral content. It's about targeting your ICP and taking them down the funnel so that they can book a call and convert from a viewer to a client. Of course, for this funnel to work, you also need to come up with the right video ideas, write the script, edit the video, make the thumbnail, pick the title, and a few other things. So if you want my help in generating more leads by installing a YouTube client acquisition system, click on the first link in the description to book a call with me, and I will see you there.